Hello students, myself SSA, PGT English. Today I am going to explain a poem, a photograph composed by Charlotte Olson. It's a poem of class 11th. This poem is having three stanzas. In first stanza, the poet talks about the childhood of her mother. In second stanza, she talks about the youth of her mother. And in third stanza, she talks about the death of her mother. The poem revives nostalgic feeling in the poet. This poem is symbolic of such pleasure moment which leaves an indelible imprint on poet's mind, and past memories keep flashing back whenever she looks at the photograph. Change is the law of nature, and it is the harsh and bitter truth of life. Let's start the poem. The poet here says about the photograph clicked by the uncle of poet's mother when poet's mother along with her two cousins had gone for an outing to a sea beach on a holiday. In first stanza, I am reading it out. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. All three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. She says about that cardboard, about that mounted photograph, which tells her how the trip was, how that outing was, how that merrymaking was, when poet's mother, along with her two cousins, were enjoying and were walking with short steps in water. Her mother's cousins were holding her mother's hands as they were paddling or wading in the sea. Poet's mother was in between. The cousins were at either side of poet's mother. Her mother at that time was around 12 years old. They had pushed their hair aside of their face and were giving their smile silently. And uncle was clicking with camera. Now next line. A sweet face my mother's that was before I was born, and the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. Poet's mother was having sweet face before the poet was born. Her face symbolizes sweetness and innocence. Here she compares her mother's sweet face with the sea. She says that over the years she has got less change, whereas poet's mother and her cousins have grown physically. Their footprints were washed away by the sea waves. The unchanged sea contrasts with the changes that human life undergoes with the passage of time. Here the poet writes, terribly transient feet. The poet means to say that at fast speed there is change in her mother's tender feet and her cousin's feet as well. But there is less change in the sea. Transient here means temporary, unsteady, moving. Human beings have short lives. They are mortal. Whereas nature's objects like sea, rivers, and brooks are immortal. We human beings are temporary, but sea, rivers, and brooks are perennial, permanent, and everlasting. Now come to second stanza. Some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. See Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. After 20 or 30 years, whenever poet's mother looked at the photograph, she would laugh and pointing out to Betty and Dolly, her cousins, would talk about the way they had put on dress that day. That memory would throw mother into peals of laughter as it revived the past memories of sea holiday. Thereafter, the sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter, both wry with the leveled edge of loss. Here, wry, W-R-Y, wry means distorted, you see, or twisted also. Thereafter, she says that the sea holiday was the past of her mother, and her mother's laughter was the past for her. In course of time, both had learned to live with their loss, however painful it may be for both of them. Both had suffered from the ravages of time and bore the loss. Now, in last stanza, now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived, and of this circumstance there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. Now, in last stanza, she talks about the death of her mother. The cruel nature parted the two. Here, she feels the agony of losing her mother. The poet says, she has been dead as many years as she had lived in that photograph. It means many years have passed since her mother's death. Circumstance here refers to her mother's death. It is all emptiness for her. It has killed all feelings in her, all emotions in her. Its silence makes her silent. It is a death like silence. Now, I'll talk about the poetic devices which the poet has used here. First of all, transferred epithet. Here you say terribly transient feat. Here feat is the noun and transient is the adjective. So adjective is here used before noun, so it is transferred epithet. Thereafter alliteration. Here you say all three stood still to smile through. Here repetition of th and s sound. Now terribly transient feat also, here also alliteration is there. Here t has been repeated 2 times. Oxymoron. Here labeled is, that is what oxymoron. Both are opposing words. Personification thereafter. Its silence silences. Now this is the end of the poem. Students, I do hope that you must have liked my video. Please subscribe it and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.